Yeah.
So again, like we even have to think about those kind of implicit linguistic biases that could influence the experience itself or experience the reporting of the experience. And,
Yes.
Things like the MEQ, Mystical Experience Questionnaire, don't capture these things at all, which is the sort of one of the primary questionnaires in psychedelic trials today. So, but of course, you have to start somewhere and you have to legitimize. Leo Roseman, my colleague, always says, you have to start it like this because you need to legitimize it in scientifically accepted ways to get kind of, legalization and medicalization achieved in certain countries. I understand that, but ultimately it's just the beginning.
Yeah. Absolutely. And even in the very practicality of when you were speaking about set and setting and the mindset. But one of the things that I've seen happen over the years is people copy the practices, but they don't know what they're actually asking people to do. And I remember this very vivid image that came out, was probably in 2018, where you saw Dr. Rosalind Watts sitting with a client or a patient and was in a bed and holding a hand next with a chair next to it. So that became the image with a mindfold. So with something on the eyes where it's dark. And that became the coined idea of that's the way the set and setting needs to be. Mm-hmm. And in my own experience, that's where, when I go back to what you're saying about the body, is 9 out of 10 times not the way you want to go into an altered state, laying down on a bed with a thing like almost stuck, because people get more loopy, people get more stuck. So in my own practices and when I work with people actually have to sit as much as they can up. To really navigate, to be in a place of discernment, to be in a place of choice, to be in a place of I'm leaning into the experience. And that alone gives a sense of autonomy over what's happening instead of it happening to me and let the switch happen and now I'm healed from whatever that is.
And is that in a group as well?
Yes.
Yeah, that's not interesting.
People laying down in a group, and that's even to be honest, that's even more challenging for the people in the group because they pick up more quickly on each other's experience. So over the years, I've seen this really happen where people are then experiencing who the person's opposite, their journey, or from the sides, or it's mashing. There's a mashing that takes place. But when they sit up, mashing is almost not happening.
That's another interesting factor